Let's get started with our Tai Chi practice this morning. So as you can see, I'm here in a lovely setting, currently in Alabama, actually. It's beautiful here. If you have the great outdoor setting, it's a wonderful place to practice Tai Chi because it really helps to root you into nature when we're doing our Tai Chi posture, to have nature all around you. So if you can practice outdoors, it's a wonderful thing. If your weather's not great right now, by all means, find a nice spot indoors. All you need is a clear space, a few feet around you in every direction, and you're ready. All right, today we're going to start in mountain pose, which is a yoga pose, but it's very useful in Tai Chi as well. So you're going to bring your feet hip width apart, stand up nice and tall, reaching up through the crown of your head, and you're going to reach out energetically through your hands, spreading your fingers just a little bit. They don't have to be flexed, but you want them reaching out a little, being a little active. From here, just close your eyes for a moment, check in, see how everything's feeling today. Do you have any aches or pains, any sore spots, any knots that you need to be aware of in your practice today? And if you do find any of those little spots or any big spots, make sure that you are gentle with them today and adapt any postures that you need to make this practice feel good for you. From here, we're going to go through and just work on our awareness of each part of our body, starting with our feet. Take your toes, wiggle them around in your shoes for just a moment, and then squunch them in nice and tight, and then relax. Moving up your legs into your ankles and your calves, squeeze those muscles in nice and tight, and then relax. Moving up to your thighs and your glutes. Again, squeeze everything in, maybe pull your knees in towards each other just a little, activate the muscles along the inner thighs, and relax. And then coming up into your torso, squeeze those belly muscles in. Imagine you're sucking your belly button back towards your spine. And then relax. Moving up into your shoulders, squeeze them in, forward, up, whatever feels right to you. And then relax. And coming down into your arms, your hands, make tight fists, squunch everything in, flex your biceps, and then relax. And then moving up into your head, your neck, your jaw, a little space between your eyes. Squunch everything in there as well, maybe make a silly face. And then relax. Now that we've checked in with each part of our body, we're going to make sure everything's awake and ready to move. So starting with one foot, lift it up and away from the floor and just give it a little wiggle, a shake, flop it all around, wiggle the toes in your shoes or socks, and then set it down. And then we're going to move to the other foot. Wiggle it all around, give it a good shake, wiggle the toes a little, and then set it down. Moving up to your hands, same thing. You're going to take one hand at a time, start wiggling it, shaking it around, let it go from your elbow to really flop it all around. Beautiful. And then from there, we're going to move to the other hand, give it a good shake, loosen up the fingers, the wrists, move up to your elbow. Beautiful. And then we're going to just relax everything down for a moment. Now that we've got a little energy flowing, we're going to keep that going into our core by ringing the gong. So from here to ring the gong, you're just going to start swinging your arms side to side, tapping at your hip. And then as you breathe in, you're going to move your hands up your body, tapping along your rib cage, all the way up under your armpits, if that's in your range of motion. And then as you breathe out, moving your hands back down towards your hips. Perfect. Going up and down and up and down. And one more, up and down and then let everything come back to stillness. From here, we're gonna get settled in our Tai Chi posture. So making sure your feet are pointing parallel to each other, your toes pointing forward. You know, relax your knees, relax your hips just a little bit, almost like you're sitting on the edge of a stool. And then again, bring your arms out energetically beside you. From here, take a nice slow breath in and bring your chin up. And then as you exhale, bring your chin down and up and down and up and down. One more, up and down. Bringing your head back to neutral. This time you're going to look to the left as you breathe in, and then back to center as you breathe out. Now to the right, breathing in and out as you come back to center. Left and center. Right and center. Left, center, right, center. And then one more, left, center, and right, center. Beautiful. From here, we're going to work on our shoulders a little, rolling our shoulders up next to our ears, and then nice and slow forward and all the way down. Up and down, up and down, and one more, up and down. Now going backwards. Again, rolling the shoulders up nice and slow all the way up to your ears, and then rolling them down and back, bringing them up and down, up and down, up and down. Perfect. From here, you're going to bring your hands up in front of your body, pushing them slightly together, and then moving into praying hands, bringing your hands all the way up, and then coming all the way back down. Reaching up and down, letting your breath follow your movement, up and down. And one more, up and down. Perfect. Float your hands down to your sides. From here, we're going to pause and grab some water, and then we'll come right back to it to start our practice. Beautiful. All right, bring it back in. So going back to our Tai Chi posture, feet parallel, toes pointing forward. Soften your knees, soften your hips. This time we're going to let our arms hang nice and loose by our side, still drawing up through the crown of our head and keeping a straight line between our shoulder and our hip. Moving into the beginning of our practice today, we're going to open the door. For that one, you just breathe your arms up and then back down. Nice and slow and gentle, letting your breath follow your movement. Beautiful. Up and down. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Bringing your arms out to the side for wings of a bird. Breathe them up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. And one more. Up and down. From here, moving into old man strokes his beard. So you're gonna bring your hands up and around. Imagine you're stroking a long beard all the way down the center of your body. And then again, bringing your arms up and down as you exhale. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. One more here. Up and down. From here, moving into grasping the chi, you're gonna bring your hands up to your center, move them to one side like you're grabbing a ball and then pulling it into your chest. This is a small circle. Now going to the other side, up almost like you're grabbing a ball or a cloth and pulling it to your chest. Beautiful. Back to the first side. And then to the other side. Breathing in and out as you come back to center. And in and out. And in and out. And one more, in and out. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna open our arms nice and wide for Embrace the Moon. And then as we breathe out, we're gonna curl around, holding our giant ball. Breathing in and opening up. Breathing out, curling around, this time the other hand on top. Opening nice and wide. And then closing in. Open. And close. Open. And close. Open. And close. And then one more on each side. Open. And close. Last one. Open. And close. Floating your hands back down to your sides. Take a moment. Let your breathing return to normal. Grab some water. And then we'll resume. Beautiful. Bringing it back in, finding our Tai Chi stance again, making sure your knees are soft, your hips are soft, and that everything from hip to shoulder is in a nice straight line. From here, we're going to move into our weight shifting, starting first with just the movement from side to side. So rocking your weight over onto your left leg, turning, still straight line, knee to or hip to shoulder, and then coming back to center and moving through to the other side. You can let your toes turn out a little if that feels better on your knees. And you're shifting 90% of your weight so that you could pick that foot up if you needed to. You can even lift the heel a little and just keep the toe on the ground to help you practice shifting all the weight. Beautiful. One more to each side. And then coming back to center, we're going to float our hands up and into our chest. And then we're going to hold the ball left hand on top. From here, we're going to shift our weight onto our right leg, turning like we're drawing a straight line with our elbow. When you get to your maximum range for your turn, switch your hands and come back to the other side for cycle of the moon. Beautiful. Let your breath follow your motion, slow and steady. Just across your body, smooth motions, keeping your joints soft. One more to each side. And then coming back to center. And bring your hands into your chest. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. From here, we're going to move into rotate the wheel. So you're actually going to float your hands down towards your legs and then bring them up and around from left to right, like you're grabbing a wheel and turning it, bringing it all the way around. Looking up at your hands as you go. And again, letting your breath follow your movement, breathing in and out as you come around. And one more on this side. Pause for a moment at the bottom to recenter, and then going the other way. Reaching up and around, pulling that wheel all the way around. Breathing in and out. Slow and steady. Still keeping your joints nice and soft. Relaxing through your knees and your hips. And one more here. Floating your hands back up to your chest. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. Moving from here into descend the mountain. This one, we're going to do some gentle weight shifting, but instead of turning, we're going to do what we call a half step or empty step. So you're going to shift your weight over to your left foot and just tap your right toe in. As you do that, your right hand goes up and your left hand comes down, resting by your hip. And then as you shift back to center, your hands come together. Moving to the other side. Beautiful. Back to center. Breathing in and out as you come to center. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. And last one, in and out. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. Moving from here into calming the waters, bringing your hands down hip level like you're placing them resting lightly on a pool of water. And then you're reaching your hands out in a circle to smooth out any ripples. Coming up on the other side. Breathing in as you reach out and around. And out as you come back up. One side. And then the other. Smooth and gentle. One more to each side. Breathing in and out. And in and out. And then floating your hands back up to your chest. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. Expand and contract. From here, we're going to move into push the mountain. This is going to be our first bow step of this class. Taking your left foot, stepping out heel to toe. As you breathe in, you're going to push forward from your hips. And as you breathe out, you're going to rock back, coming over the mountain and then back towards your hips. Rocking forward and pressing. Rocking back and pulling. Press forward and pull in. Press and pull. And one more. Press and pull. Coming back to center. Expand and contract. Just one here. And then moving to the other side, stepping out with your right leg. Press as you breathe in. Pull in as you breathe out. Press and pull. Press and pull. Press and pull. And press and pull. One more. Press and pull. And then stepping back, float those hands to your chest. Expand and contract. 3 this time. Expand and contract. And one more. Expand and contract. Moving from here into grasping the sparrow's tail, you're going to go back to that half step, tapping your toe in and bringing your hands in front of you like you're holding a ball. Stepping out with a bow step, heel to toe. Your bottom hand comes up and your top hand comes down by your hip. From here, bring the other hand up to meet, pull through, hands facing each other, press forward, reaching all the way out, pull in, and then press again. Beautiful. From here, step back to start, holding the ball. Perfect. Stepping out, breathe in. Float that hand up and breathe out as you sweep through. Pushing forward, pulling in, and then pressing forward. And come back to start. Let your breath follow your movement. Stepping forward, sweeping through, pushing, pulling in, and pressing forward. Step back to start. One more time. Step forward. Bring the hand up and sweep through. Push, pull in, and press. Stepping back to center. This time we're gonna do one expansion and contraction to reset. And then we're gonna move to the other side. So tapping the opposite foot in, half step, holding the ball, stepping out the other way, this time with your right foot. Heel to toe, step forward. One hand floats up, the other floats down. Bring the other hand up to meet, sweep through. Hands facing each other, press forward, pull in. Hands come up and press. Beautiful. And then stepping back. Hold the ball. Step forward. Breath following motion. Hand comes up, sweep through. Push. Pull in. And press. And then step back to start. Stepping forward. Sweeping through. Push forward. Pull in. And press. Perfect. One more. Stepping back to start. Step forward. Sweep through. Push. Pull in. And press. Beautiful. Stepping back to center. And then float your hands up to your chest. Expand. And contract. Expand. And contract. Expand. And contract. From here, we're going to move into a new posture. It's called Ride the Tiger. So checking in to make sure you're still in your Tai Chi stance. Feet parallel, knees soft, hips soft, hands down by your side. From here, we're going to float our hands up. We're going to make sure that our left hand is closest to our body. We're going to shift our right. We'll do the hands first. So keeping your feet still for now. You're going to turn your palms so that your left hand is on top and your right hand is on bottom. And then pull the lower hand down while the upper hand comes out. From here, you're just going to circle them around and then come up to the same position to start. Beautiful. So hands making an X, turn so that they're facing each other. One comes up, one comes down, and then they circle around to switch and come right back up to where they started. Beautiful. One more time. Turn, hands facing each other, separate out, come around in a nice big circle, and then pass through back to the starting position. This time when we do it, we're going to step back with our right leg as our right hand comes down. So turning, stepping back, shifting the weight, and then stepping forward as we come back to start. Perfect. One more time. Turning, stepping back, and then coming forward as our hands come around and we come back to start. Beautiful. Bring your hands into your chest, expand and contract, expand and contract, and expand and contract. This time we're going to do the other side. So bringing your hands back up, but this time with your right hand closest to your body. Again, just do the hands first. So turn the hands, palms facing each other. One slides up, one slides down, and then they come around in a circle and back up to center. Turning, separating out, coming around and back up to center. Beautiful. Let's add the step in. So stepping back as you separate, and then stepping forward as you come back to center. Stepping back and forward. And one more. Stepping back and forward. Perfect. Float your hands to center, expand and contract, expand and contract, expand and contract. Float your hands down to your side. Take a moment, check in, see how everything feels, grab a sip of water, and then we'll close out our practice for today. All right, to finish our practice, we'll close the door the same way that we opened it. So again, making sure you're in your Tai Chi posture, knees soft, hips soft, almost like you're sitting on that stool, floating your hands up and then down and up and down and up and down. And one more, up and down. From here, float your hands up to your chest. This time, we're going to use our circle breath and let your breathing return to whatever is your normal pace. So as you breathe in, your hands will come up around the top of the circle. And as you breathe out, they'll come around into your chest. Still slow and gentle movements. But this time, let your movement follow your breath instead of your breath following your movement. One more here. Float your hands down by your sides, reaching out energetically with your fingertips, reaching up through the crown of your head, feeling yourself connected with the floor, feeling the air around you on your skin. close your eyes for just a moment and just breathe in the sunlight, the warmth, the energy. If you're inside, breathe in the essence of the space around you and let it fill you with its own warmth and its own character. Take one more breath here. Open your eyes. And we are done. You had a great practice today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next week.